But the return to usual has been stunted by a spike of cases across the continent. In many countries, the easing of coronavirus restrictions is on hold. Many corners of Europe are choosing to sacrifice nightlife and socialising with orders to close restaurants and bars earlier, while other countries have clamped down even further and are discouraging gatherings between friends and family. Evelyn Laverick begins our coverage.
Londoners head for drinks before new COVID-19 restrictions come into force. The UK government has announced more mask wearing, early closing for pubs, tougher fines and more working from home. Prime Minister Boris Johnson evoked British stoicism to persuade the public to obey the rules.
The fight against COVID is by no means over. And I have no doubt, however, that there are great days ahead. But now is the time for us all to summon the discipline and the resolve and the spirit of togetherness that will carry us through.
But in Denmark, imposed early closing hours to stop the virus spreading have merely driven drinkers home for parties in private.
It's very irresponsible what I'm doing now, to be honest. Look, we're about 500 people gathering here.
Look, I'm 23 years old, and sometimes you just have to party without thinking too much about it. You just have to take some chances here in life.
Many nations in Europe were easing restrictions after largely overcoming initial outbreaks, but the resurgence of the virus has forced several of them to tighten curbs again, as in parts of Germany.
Firstly, more masks. Secondly, less alcohol. Thirdly, fewer people gathering.
Besides restrictions, there's testing in the fight to beat the virus, and now Italy, which was once the European pandemic epicentre, has added France to its high-risk list of countries, meaning rapid COVID tests on arrival passengers. Evelyn Laverick, Euronews.
As we just saw in that report, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson addressed the nation in a televised broadcast. He warns that the country is at